Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe. My channel is about all things makeup related, so if that interests you, be sure to subscribe. I created this pink spring everyday just glam fun wearable smoky eye. I used the Soft Glam palette by Anastasia of Beverly Hills. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes ever. I love her formula. Like every time I use her palettes, I'm just like more and more obsessed. So this is the look I created. A little bit spring vibes, and we're just gonna jump right into the tutorial. The first shade I'm gonna go in with is Orange Soda on a Sigma E40 blending brush. And I'm gonna blend this all over my crease area. This is a really nice peachy orange shade. It's definitely a warm tone. And this is just a nice light orange peach shade. It's gonna really warmthen up this eye look. The next I'm gonna take an A20 Ariel Morphe brush in this shade Burnt Orange, which is a darker, more brown tone orange shade. And I'm gonna blend this right into my upper crease, just on the outer half of my crease. I'm not sure if I had eyeshadow from a previous look that just ruined that because it makes it looking kind of pink. So I'm just going to take the other E40 and blend that out and go in with a different brush. I'm going in with a Morphe JH31, taking the shade Burnt Orange and then carving out the outer half of my upper crease with that. Not bringing it all the way in, but just like to my pupil and to the end out towards my brow. And again, based off your eye shape, I have a lot of space between my crease and my brow. I have a lot of space between my crease and my brows, so I have a lot of space up here to blend, but like my wife doesn't, so I would be putting my brush right in her crease and keeping it nice and low. So always just like analyze and like adapt to what your crease and eye shape is. Because I know it's hard to follow eyeshadow tutorials when you don't have that person's eye shape because it's just gonna look completely different on you. And there's so many tutorials I used to follow where I was like, wait a second, this is not looking the same. So now I'm gonna take the brown Rustic, which is a really nice chocolate brown. I'm going in with the Ariel A29. And I'm gonna blend this in my outer V. Like this eyeshadow palette, I'm telling you, the Soft Focus, what is it called? Soft Glam, what am I saying? Soft Glam palette is just one of my favorite palettes. Like, it's one of my favorite palettes. You can create so many different looks with this palette. It's insane. It truly is a soft glam palette. Like, look at that. Like, all those shades just blend together so nice. And this was supposed to be a very, like, wearable everyday smoky eye, but you know what? It's getting a little dramatic. So I'm just gonna finish up with that. Fairy and Glycerin. Fairy and Glycerin are very two similar shades, but I'm gonna go with Fairy. But I love these shades. I actually dropped mine recently and it started cracking. But these two shades in the palette are probably my favorite shades because they're so buttery soft and just beautiful shimmers. I'm gonna apply this to the inner half of my eyelid. Look at that. It's so pretty. I love her palette so much. I'm just taking my other finger with nothing on it and just like tapping to disperse it among the other darker shades. And I mean, look at that. Like, I love this palette. It's such a classic palette. Like, look at that eye look, you know? I'm gonna go ahead and add rose pink, just a touch on my finger. Look how pretty that pink shimmer is. I'm gonna touch that between the gold and the darker shimmer for a nice little spring pink, you know, spring pink look. Back in with that A29, and I'm just gonna blend this in. Back in with some Rustic, blending that. Touching that pink here as well. So pretty. So that way you got this nice matte dark outer V and a pink shimmer, and then that gold. Very, very spring looking. Subtle pink spring. I'm gonna take the shade Tempera and a Morphe JH38. And I'm going to blend that here in my inner corner. And tap it up here along my brow bone. And I'm gonna go back in with that E40 and blend that out as well. I take the shade Burnt Orange on my Ariel A29. And I'm gonna blend that along my bottom lash line. I'm actually just gonna keep the bottom lash line just burnt orange. I usually would bring down the darker outer V shade, but I like the way that's looking, just like that. I'm going to apply my nude eyeliner. This is the Essence Nude Eyeliner. And I'm just gonna dust away the fallout. I'm like 30 and I have these creases in my eye. I've had them like my whole life, but you know when you turn 30 and they get even worse? I even have a skin tag right there. I have to get rid of that. So then I'm going to line my bottom waterline. And I'm going to apply some mascara. Then I'm gonna apply some Ardell Wispy Lashes. Alright guys, and that completes this look. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you in my next tutorial.